Okay guys and girls, I am currently working on the How to Break 50 series at Risebridge Golf Course. Now with this one I'm going to go into a lot more detail, and it's going to be a bit more of how to break 50, but with a difference. So if you can't hit a ball hard, maybe you're very young, maybe you're elderly, or maybe you just don't have that strength that you can get a ball over 300 yards. So what this one's going to be is how to break 50, but you don't have to hit them hard. So I'm going to show you that this can be done. So watch the video now, see what you think, and yeah, I mean guys, best of luck to everyone. So the first hole at Risebridge, I ended up using a 7-iron on this one. Now you don't have to hit it hard, and this video is going to prove my point. So let's get ready. So this is hole number 1. If you want to pause it and have a look, it will show you where the tee box is and the green. A good little description. Now these areas that are highlighted, I do recommend avoiding them at all costs. These, if you go in there, you will lose your ball more than likely. So I always aim for, there's a bunker in the middle. I'm always aiming to the right of that bunker, and yeah, literally top that one. But you're gonna see, like, it doesn't make any difference. It's still safe. It's still in the middle of the fairway. So yeah, I just want to get it now kind of over the bunker, and as you can see here, the flag is there. Them two areas that you do want to avoid. I actually ended up shooting that one way more right than I should have done, and found myself here. Not the ideal lay. Now I initially want to bump and run to get it through that gap. And as you can see, it didn't do that. So we're in the bunker, and you know, we're not playing any hero shots. I just want to get out of this bunker and get on the green. So just a casual little flick out of the bunker. The sand is actually quite soft, so it was okay. And then, like I've always said in previous videos, you can always try and just aim for 2 putts, so then you ain't got to get irritated if you miss the first one. So there we go. First one we got on a double bogey. So, and this was a par 4. On to the next hole. Hole number 2. Pause it, have a look. These are the areas that you want to avoid and also aim for. I always aim for them 3 trees at the back. A nice gentle little tap with the 5-iron, and it gets down there. So here, normally I would play over the trees. However, this video is not about that. So I'm going to do a 6-iron bump and run. I've got to keep it low, and this is where I'm aiming for. It was good. So now we will take the buggy all the way down and just kind of show you where it landed. And in these conditions they do roll very fast. So the flag is here. There are 2 bunkers either side, so you're just going to want to be a little bit careful. That was a gentle little tap with a 7-iron just to get it down there. So with my 7-iron, it won't go very high, as most of you use them for like a bump and run. So we'll speed up the process, get you down a bit closer and faster, so you haven't got to watch a man walk at 1 mile an hour. So we've landed in a really good place. And like I've said before, don't worry, just go for 2. And that was good. We got par on that one. On to the next one. Pause it if you can. Have a little study of the map. This one is a very straight hole. Areas here I'm highlighting, you have to avoid them. You're going to lose your ball. And just try and aim dead straight. So we'll do a half swing. And the flag is there, by the way. So that was just a very simple, straightforward tap with a 5-iron. And I've landed just before this little area, as you want to call it. Now I'm just going to bump it down, get onto the green. Went a little bit higher than I'm normally expected, but what happened was, you could probably see it when it landed, it had a very nasty kick right. But my 8-iron tends to be very accurate, but unfortunately it just depends on how the ball lands, to be fair. Now we're going to just chip it onto the green. I could have probably given it a little bit more on that one, but like I said before, I'm not trying to break my best score. I am showing you guys that breaking 50 is not that hard. So let's just move the camera to a better position and aim for 2 putts. Good job. That was a good bogey. Right, guys, on to the next one. Have a pause. Study. Familiarise yourself. I like this one. Par 3. So it's just going to be a 7-iron, a very small tap. I actually hit the ground on that one, so I didn't actually go very far. But again, you don't need to. You don't have to worry about that. We'll use the 7 again. There is a bunker on the left hand side here. Please be very careful. So my ball was aiming in a good line and it just had a nasty kick left, and I was thinking, please don't go in that bunker.
Nearly went in the bunker.
Thankfully it didn't. So I'm just going to use a putter because the ground's quite hard at the moment. Yeah, just get the putter as close to the hole as possible. Technically a 1 putt, or is it? Absolutely could not believe that.
Is what it is.
It is. Hole number 5. Pause the video, have a little look. So on this hole, avoid this little tree line on the right. Other than that, you're okay. I normally just aim here. So that was a 7-iron, just a gentle tap down there. I actually landed on the hill, and then my ball luckily bounced off the hill, went right. So we'll go down there and have a little look-see. So you can see there's quite a lot of space that you can use there. If you want to hit it hard, you can. If you don't want to hit it hard, you don't have to. So where I've landed slightly here, I couldn't really see the green, but that's where it is. Just there. Now normally I'll just use a pitching wedge, chip it over, but like I said before, this video is not that video. So let's just use a 7-iron and then do a little tap. And then what that's going to do is get me into a better position. And then all that's left now is to chip it onto the green. The greens were running very nicely this day. Not rapid, but not slow. And let's go for the double. Great stuff. A nice bogey. Now let's go to the next hole. Pause this one again if you can. This is my one of my favourites here at Risebridge, hole number 6.
I'm going to use a 5-iron.
So it's going to be a 5-iron. It's very open, as it clearly states. You can go for it, but I'm just going to show you that with a gentle tap, like a half tap, it will still roll down there quite far. I actually landed on the hillside area, which is literally just there.
Apologies for the angle, it's just I can't put the tripod on the hill because it will fall over. All I'm going to do is literally aim, let me do it with the camera. I'm going to be aiming there, that way. So using a 5-iron.
So yeah, 5-iron, we're going to be aiming. The 5-iron's good because it will keep it low. I ended up clipping the branch there, killed the ball, but it still went down the right way.
Because I'm on the car path, I get one club relief. I've left my driver in the car, so no closer to the flag. There we go.
Yeah, so let's get it off the cart path. You can see the flag in the background, and yeah, just a tap with the 5-iron, and that will make the ball roll for absolutely days. So we landed just off the green. But from this sort of distance, in these conditions, I would just recommend using a putter. I mean, it's not bad. It's not too bad. Surprisingly, this green is a lot bigger than it actually looks in the video. So you've got a lot of space there to land on a green. And just tap it in. So that was a very nice par. Now, guys and girls, let's move on to the next hole.
Oh yes. Take a par.
A lovely par 3, 144 yards. There are 3 bunkers. You've got to be careful. Well, the one on the left hand side is actually no longer a bunker, but you do have one directly in front. So my advice is either go over the bunker or just play left. So on the actual map that you saw earlier, there was a bunker that was stated on the left, but that bunker is kind of no longer a bunker. Speed up the process. Let's go down and have a look where we got. Might as well just putt it. It's a bit easier from here. And as you can see, I aimed so left there.
God, that was crap.
That was close. Okay, so got the bogey. Hole number 8, 455 yards. It's actually more straight than it kind of appears. We're just going to be aiming literally centre of the fairway. There are a tree line down the right, just be careful of them. So you can use a 5-iron, just a half tap to get it down to a comfortable place. So
hybrid.
I don't want to be aiming down here because you will lose the ball. So I want to kind of aim it a little bit more left. And absolutely did not do that correctly. I was really worried that that was going to roll into the tree line, the bushes. But thankfully it did stop. And then just a comfortable pitching wedge, just to get it up and over. Straight down to the green.
Oh my god.
I was actually really surprised by that one, because it landed in a pretty good place, but it rolled. It rolled for days. So we'll speed up the process and I'll show you exactly where we got. I mean, look at that. That was good. This green is actually slightly uphill the more you go to the back of it, so just be aware of that. So if you've never played here before, just try and keep a note of that. So yeah, we get a par on hole number 8. Let's go to the last hole on the front 9. Hole number 9, have a little pause. This one is 387 yards. It's got a slight dog leg right. These areas I've highlighted. The right side, just be careful. And the ones at the back on the left, which were highlighted, just be very careful there as well. I'm actually aiming there, but I just did not go where it needed to go. So yeah, not here. But thankfully, you guys will see that I've actually landed
there. I'm not sure if I can get the camera to where it needs to go. Oh no, there you go. That worked.
Yeah, we can get the camera there. So the flag is just kind of it's an awkward one to try and explain, but it's there. So that's kind of where I'm aiming.
It's not too bad.
But obviously it was a bit too far, and with the gentle taps that I'm doing, I weren't going to reach it. So this was kind of like the best place that I thought I could get to, being able to see where the flag is. And I'm kind of split the 2 bunkers down there as well, so I don't have to worry too much. And then we'll just use a nice sand wedge to get it onto the green, or near enough. But I find going more to the right there, you have less chance of actually going into the bunkers, as you would if you was more over to the other side of the fairway. And now we'll just put it in for the 2. So this, guys, was the front 9, and I hope that the video will help you. If not, I apologise. I tried. So there you have it. That shows you how to break 50 at the front 9 of Risebridge. Like I said, it's not very difficult. There's a few shots in there that were very bad. Now, you know, hitting the tree at the beginning, there was a few, as you guys saw. But it's showing you that it can be done. Like I said, you don't have to hit a ball 300-400 yards in order to, you know, to get these to get this score. So thank you for watching. Please, 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 if you can like, subscribe, and tune in. The next video is going to be how to break 50 on the back 9. So these kind of videos are good as well because they detail the course, and also if you've got any like tournaments coming up, If you want to come down and play at Risebridge with any of your friends, then watch the videos, get an understanding of the course, and get an advantage on the people that you're playing against. Guys, thank you so much. Peace.